Hi guys and gals. I wanted to share something with you that I found quite by accident. I don't know how many of you suffer from hearing issues like I do, but I was diagnosed with hearing problems in my right ear as early as fourth grade. So it's been an issue basically my whole life, and then coupled with the fact that I played guitar. Well, I've been playing guitar like my whole life, and some of the bands that I were in have been very loud over the years, and I didn't start wearing hearing protection until like the my later in my career, and I don't perform live anymore. I retired from that a couple of years ago, but I was wearing hearing protection then. But over the years, my friends and I and my bandmates and everything, we never really thought about hearing protection. But so anyway, I started producing my own music, which has led into some problems, and I got to thinking about, I wonder if I could come up with some kind of EQing system that would allow me to basically hear corrected sound. And I started doing a bunch of searching on the web about about EQing, and see if I could improve the sound that I was hearing over my system. And it led me. I started doing internet searches, and it led me to this product that I'd never heard of before. And let me say that I'm not affiliated with this company. All I know about them is what I've seen on the internet. And I'm not receiving any free gifts or promotional items or anything else. But so I went ahead and bought one based on the research I did, and the company's name is Aumeo, A-U-M-E-O, and this is basically the product right here. Let me hold this up. It's a little aluminum thingy. And excuse the lighting in here because it's dark. This is my sound room, and I like it dark in here. But anyway, this is it. And what this thing does, let me explain what it does. It connects to your phone via Bluetooth. And what you do when you first get it is there's an app you can download, and you create yourself a profile. First, I would like to show you my wife's profile. I did one on her too, just where I can compare notes for this little video. And I'd like to show you my wife Diane. This is her left ear. And if you look, the blue area is what has been corrected. The purple and dark blue, I guess that's what you would consider normal. But so we found out that Diane has up in the 12.5K range, she has some hearing loss there, and we basically thought she had perfect hearing. This is her right ear, and you can see that again there's some loss in the 12.5K to 8K range mostly, and there's some little corrections there in the lower end. Now I'd like to show you mine, which isn't good. Okay, this is my left ear. Okay, you can see that there's a lot of high-end loss pretty much across the board. And the real problem here is the right ear, which I've had issues with that since, fourth grade, that they discovered in school, and I had to go to a hearing doctor in Fort Collins, Colorado, a military doctor there, and they basically ran a series of tests and said that it could even get worse, and it did. And this is what my right ear is hearing. This is the corrections for my right ear. So once you download this app and make yourself a profile, via Bluetooth, it downloads it to this. And what this does is basically correct all of the frequencies. It compensates for the frequencies that you're not hearing that great. So in my case, it's a lot. And I'd like you to know that when I heard this thing, it's got a little button here you can press for before and after, this little knob here. This is actually a volume knob that rotates, and also if you push it, it gives you a before and after. It turns the effect on and turns it off. The first time I heard this, I used a dead mouse strobe as a test, and when I heard what I should be hearing, and again, this probably isn't 100% perfect, but it's way better than what I was hearing before. I literally had tears coming out of my eyes because when I heard strobe, it was like a whole different song. It was like, especially on my right side, it was like a whole different experience. It was like I had never heard that song like that before. So over the weekend that I got this thing, I listened to a whole variety of songs. And literally, it was like hearing some of these songs for the first time. I'd never, I don't think I had ever heard these frequencies in my whole life. And that's pretty wild to listen to, you know, like anything. Like I went through this thing. I listened to a bunch of Cascade and listened to that. But then I started listening to a lot of analog songs like The Cars and things like that, which are pretty high in production value. And it's just like totally freaking amazing. So I hooked this, now what I've tried doing here is remixing a song I already mixed using my, I've got Sony headphones, I've got some Grados I like to use for mixing, and I don't always mix with earphones on. It's like a combination of both. I'll mix, you know, with the earphones, and then I'll take them off and then tweak it without, you know, just listening to my monitors. And then I'll put the headphones back on. It's like back and forth till I finally get what I think is a good mix. But hooking this up to my studio headphones is like, it's like a whole different experience. And I don't make a lot of videos, but I thought this one was important enough for producers. Again, it probably isn't a perfect system, but the difference is like totally out of this world. I paid $119 on Amazon for this, and it's a well-made little thing. It's made out of aluminum. It looks like plastic, but it's actually a solid piece of aluminum. And on the side here, it has a Bluetooth button and your on-off switch, and then you have a audio in, audio out, so you can plug this right in line to your audio interface, and you can actually hear corrected sound. And I wasn't one of the fortunate ones to have great hearing, but I'll tell you what, just listening to music, if nothing else, it's absolutely unreal what the difference was for me. And I just wanted to throw this out there because as a music producer, you kind of want to hear what you're supposed to be hearing. And even if it's not perfect, if it's a lot closer, then to me it's worth doing. And this was worth every cent of $119. They started out as $199, but I found one real quickly on Amazon, and it comes in 2 different colors. No, 3. I think you can get bronze or something, and silver and black. But anyway, it's worth trying. And even if you get it through Amazon and don't like what you're hearing, you can always send it back. But I'm not sending mine back. This is a fantastic piece of gear. And anyway, I just wanted to make this little video and share with you what I found. And anyway, that it's just informational. So you know, try one out. If not, okay. So anyway, have a great day.